Hola amigos, ¿qué pasa? It's your host with the most, Mark Money Rock Meyer, here to share those ideas, raise our collective vibration. You already know what it is. Welcome to the journey. We're in Cancun, we're living, we are vibing out, enjoying my best life. I have a really important video to share with you guys, and it's my Leo Mercury will tell you literally every video I make is important because I speak the truth and I speak from my heart. So I want to tell you guys about something that everybody needs to develop. This is a gift for some people, a skill set for other people that we need to develop. And I'm talking about discernment. So spiritual discernment, more specifically. So what do I mean by spiritual discernment? I mean knowing what's right for you and knowing what's wrong for you, knowing the energy. I've been telling you guys, based on the astrological houses, the belief is like the end all be all part of being a human. This is the filter we put on our reality. So a lot of times we get taught by our upbringing that seeing is not believing, believing is seeing, which is true. It's not wrong. And I said before, I will say this over and over and over again until this message gets on every level of our conscious, but I'm not here to debate what you believe, because either way you're right. Whatever you believe is real to you, that's your reality. But that being said, we need to bridge the gap between that 12th house, the belief, and the 6th house, which is reality and service and health and logic and seeing, believing and seeing. Balance is in the middle. Don't tell me I don't understand balance, because my moon sign is 15 degrees Libra. I know a lot about balance and judgment, because a lot of that has come from poor decisions. I'm about to tell you guys about some of that shit, okay? Get ready, it's story time. And my close friends and family already know about this story, but I'm gonna fill you guys in just because you can see kind of where the journey has taken me and how I've developed over time. You guys have probably noticed by now, I'm not editing my videos. I absolutely will not, for a multitude of reasons, because I speak the truth. I'm here to tell you what I live and what's real to me. And I stutter, I mumble, I slur my words, I lisp sometimes, but I accept myself wholly and unconditionally. This is my message and I stand by it, okay? And me editing my videos goes against everything I just said, and also encourages me to not get better at speaking. So no filter. The gloves are off, guys. So get with it or get without it. So 2018, I'm 21 now. When I was 19 years old, ooh, that is a beautiful, está bien, gracias, no gracias. Perfecto. Oh, that's so beautiful. He wants to sell me a like really beautiful towel, but I already bought one, so a little too late. Whenever I was 19, my life changed dramatically, and my 9th house got filled up with some experience. What house, Mark? What house? That one, the 9th house. 9th house is your journeys and your experiences and your travels and your higher learning. Jupiter, Sagittarius, all that type of energy, it all corresponds. And I think for maybe 5 videos in a row now, I've mentioned the principle of correspondence, and this is really important for you guys to understand the spiritual journey, because what that means is as above, so below, so within, so without. The work you do on this level of reality affects the planes above and below, and the work you do above and below affects this reality. Does that make sense? I'm gonna say this in a million different ways until we all get the message and we can start applying with these energies. So who here has worked a job that they hate? Yeah, me too. Who here has worked a job that they hate, that doesn't pay enough money and takes all your time and doesn't take you to your higher goals in life? Me fucking too, dude. It sucks. I know a lot of us already know we didn't come here just to pay bills and die and then work a whole life. That's not what this is about. This world is beautiful. There's so much here that we have to experience and that we have to go see. And the first video I made in Cancun, I said, look, you can't do the same thing as all the people around you and expect to get a different result. That's just a fact. As much as you may think and believe, oh no, my parents, my family, my friends, they tried it, they gave me their experience, they gave me their failure, so if I just follow in their footsteps with more information and do it as hard as I can get further than them. No, the fuck you can't, because that's not your path. You will know if it's your path because of the way you resonate. And this is what I mean by spiritual discernment, is what feels good for you and what sounds good for you. It's the logic and the intuition, a synchronization of the left and right brain where things make sense and then they resonate with you, they feel good. A lot of the times if we indulge in one or the other, we get hurt a lot because either we're so in tune to our feelings of, man, this feels good, I need to indulge in this, but every person in your life says, dude, you were fucking up, you aren't doing the right thing, this doesn't make any sense. So you lose on that aspect, or vice versa, where things might make sense to you, but the people around you can see, dude, you aren't even like enjoying the shit that you're going through. Like, a lot of the earth signs have this like idea where they will share with you like your spirituality. If you have like a system that doesn't fucking help you, those Virgos, Tauruses, and Caps will be the first one to be like, bro, why the fuck do you even believe this shit if it isn't really helping you? And I can speak from that because I have Virgo in my first house. So it's also my north node, meaning my south node is in Pisces, meaning I know a lot about that 12th house energy. I'm very deep into it. But then again, it's about connecting it to this bitch we call Earth so we can actually navigate correctly through the maze, you know? So when I was 19, I was waiting tables at a Red Lobster, and I loved seafood. I still love seafood. It was great. I love taking care of people. I love talking to people. I was rewarded on that end, but even though I could be compensated for my time or my performance, not just my time, I would make tips, and I'd make good tips because I was a good server. I tried my best, but I hated having a boss. I hated being told what to do, where to be at work, what to do, what not to say, having to deal with people's bullshit and submit and surrender to people who are rude to me and all types of things like that. So I had started my business Metagifts in 2017 with the help of some of my friends. So I was working on it. At this point, when I was at Red Lobster, I had already been on the path for a minute and developing it into something pretty cool. We started it drop shipping, and a lot of money was spent, a lot of money was lost, but a lot of lessons were learned. So that's really what it's all about. I will invest money in myself every single day, because the things, money and time and energy you invest in yourself will come back to you 100-fold. So please understand that. Like, a lot of us want to go the safe route and go get a job and go get a retirement plan, a 401k and a fucking social security and blah, 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 play the safe route. You're literally betting on systems, and you're betting on the world around you. If you have the fucking balls to do that and play it safe and wait for things that you don't even know are going to be there whenever you end up being at that point, basically delayed gratification, suffer your whole life for the chance to enjoy it at the very end. Yo, why the fuck won't you just bet on yourself? Seriously. All the motherfuckers that you are investing in, the corporations and the government, you better believe they're flipping your money and investing in themselves. So do it for your goddamn self. So what I'm trying to get at was, I started the entrepreneur route while I was working that job, waiting tables, and I was figuring out by myself because I didn't quite seek the counsel of people who are already doing the things that I was doing. So I don't want to say I wasted time, because I didn't waste time, but I would have gotten a lot further if I would have deferred to people who have already been doing what I've been wanting to do. So on Facebook, I have a lot of pages that I like about crystal healing and energy work and things of that nature, because that's the stuff that I'm interested in. And I remember seeing a picture of a wolf dog with an amethyst on his head, and it's like almost asleep, and it looks very peaceful, and I'm like, yo, that's beautiful. And I ended up loving the picture. I think I shared it. It was really cool. And this girl who posted it, she started messaging me, and we started really like hitting it off, because, you know, similar vibrations attract each other. And you know, when people are on your frequency, you just enjoy that stuff. It's really refreshing and really confirming of what you're doing, to know that you're not alone. You guys get what I'm saying? I'm trying not to lisp because I'm already like 2 margaritas deep, but we are gonna get the message out, and I'm gonna try to be little more concise, just so I'm not going to hold you guys up for your whole day, but there is a story and there's an allegory behind all this shit, so I'm gonna let y'all know exactly what it is. So this girl starts messaging me. We'll call her Tammy, just because things didn't end out well, and it's really none of my business. I don't want to have you guys project any judgment her way or anything like that, just because I believe she was doing the best that she could do, but I'll get into that. So we started talking, and this was the first person that I had seen that I thought was further than I was on the spiritual journey. And let me say further than I was on the spiritual journey. That whole sentence is bullshit, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. The spiritual journey is inherently unique and individual to every single one of us. I've said this before, my path is my path, your path is your path. Nobody's path should be identical. You can't follow your parents' footsteps and expect to get where they got or further. If you can't expect to get where they got, you damn sure can't get further than them. You have to go your own route because they're faster than you. No one is better at being you than you are. So do your own goddamn thing. But this is why I am bringing up discernment. This is really the whole point of this video, is being careful, being logical, but also trusting your intuition. Because once you start the spiritual journey, and what I mean by starting the spiritual journey is stepping out of your program beliefs that you got from your family, your environment, and your school, and all the things from your upbringing, and you step into the world and you say, fuck this shit. I don't need all this dead weight. Let me go do my own thing. Let me expand again. That's the whole thing. That's what it's about. But what we don't realize when we do this is beliefs are also unconscious. They're conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. So while you might say, okay, I don't need to be a Christian anymore. I don't need to be a Muslim anymore. I don't need to be Buddhist anymore. I want to experience what this reality really is for me. And you still have a belief system under the surface corresponding to the program you just left. You will still have beliefs about what you are experiencing, and your belief is your filter. So one of my mentors, Robert Bruce, author of Energy Work, Astrodynamics, very good books, he uses the analogy that, let's say that pure information is spherical, okay? And a belief system, let's say your belief system, doesn't matter where you got it from, let's say your belief system is a triangle. So you've got the sphere. I wish I had like 6 more hands so I could demonstrate this, but you put this triangular filter over the circle, all the information that you receive is going to be inherently damaged or modified before it goes through your experience. So you won't experience real truth because of the filter that you have accepted that isn't based on your own experience. I'm not telling you guys, oh, hello, a big ass bird. I'm not telling you guys not to believe things. Absolutely believe things, because your belief is going to create your reality. It's your superpower. Faith, belief, intention, willpower, action, manifestation. It's all the same thing. One sec, it's coming back to me. Make sure your beliefs are based on your own reality and not based on something you've never experienced. That's really what the age of Aquarius is about. This is a sun cycle that lasts about 2150 years, roughly. So around the 60s, when we had this new age movement, that's really what happened, is we all started realizing we need to be on our own space and stop accepting blind belief in things hidden in plain sight, like the age of Pisces. Pisces does correspond to the 12th house, which is belief and illusion, self-undoing, delusion. And because my South Node is Pisces, I will tell you guys, I have discernment because I've been the most delusional motherfucker in the world too, okay? So I meet this girl, Tammy, on Facebook, and from the way I judged her, just based on how fucking wild this girl was, I was like, yo, this girl's woke as shit. So damn woke. She knows a lot of shit that I don't know. Let me attach myself to her so she can accelerate my spiritual journey. If someone would have sat my ass down and said, look, bro, the journey isn't linear. As soon as you start comparing yourself to another person, you're dead fucking wrong. So stop that shit. I probably wouldn't have done half the shit I'm about to tell you guys that I did. Okay? So this woman, Tammy, which isn't her name, she lives in Norway, and she has a coaching business. She's really utilizing her gifts and her energy to make money, and was making more money than I was making and doing her own damn thing. So that was admirable for me, regardless of what she was doing. And I've been telling you guys, it's not so much what you do, it's kind of how you're doing it in terms of directing your energy. But at the same time, I don't mean to confuse you, it's also what you are doing too, you know? It's a balance of both. And I don't really have to explain that to you guys because that makes sense. It literally means exactly what I said it means. So I remember her making posts and selling her services. Like, this is the shit that makes me laugh, guys. When you step onto the spiritual journey, there's a phenomenon I like to call lost in the light, okay? Because light is just information. Light is knowledge. The sun gives us light, it gives us life, it gives us information. This is the age of information, and not all information is relevant to your path, okay? I was reading a book last night, I forget exact words that they said, but it's like information fast or information diet. Like, be selective about the information that you consume, because wherever your attention goes, your energy will flow, and you are spending your esoteric currency, the current, the emotion, the vibration that you can see, literally means the same thing. Understand the logic and the language so you guys know what we're doing. You get what you goddamn pay for, is what I'm trying to say. So don't pay attention to bullshit, because then you're gonna manifest some bullshit, okay? So I remember getting on this girl's page, and she was the first person that used terms like alchemy and alchemizing and light codes and star seeds and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck? She said, I'm a Sirian star seed. And I remember one of the first times I ever got on her page, it was a live audio recording that she did where she's like channeling Sirian Lightcodes, and she's like, this is just my judgment. I'm not gonna say people don't do this, because I channel too, but she's like speaking Sirian light language, and she's like some language I'd never fucking heard for like 20 minutes, like and I was mesmerized. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch on? And I think I hit her up one time, and I was like, yo, how much for your like energy? How much to unblock my chakras, or some dumb shit like that? How much to give me the energy upgrade? And she's like, oh yeah, $5,000. It'll be $5,000. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't have that much. You know I wait tables, right? And then she's like, oh, that's okay. She tried to sell me something else for like $1,000 or some shit like that. And I was like, look, dude, I appreciate that. I can't afford what you're going through right now. I don't mean to waste your time, because I have the entrepreneur spirit. I know what it takes at that point too. I understand the value of my resources. I'm like, look, girl, you're doing your thing. I'm not gonna waste your resources. So thank you, but no thank you. And it just kind of was what it was. So then I go about my life, and we just engage with each other on social media. I like her posts, she likes my posts, we comment back and forth, we share information. I give her free value, she gives me free value. We're just building together like friends. And we start talking on the phone more and more, and we spend hours and hours and hours talking on the phone and getting to know each other. This girl's 30, I was like 19 at the time. And like I said, very similar vibrations. She had a lot of energy, I do too. A lot of similar experiences that we could bond over too. And that was really cool. And she was planning a retreat to Spain where she could put together this curriculum, have people meet her out in Spain, and we would teach people, we would take care of ourselves, eat healthy food, talk to dolphins, do a lot of spiritual energy work and type of shit like that, okay? And the more I got to know her and the more she got to know me, she was looking for a personal assistant, okay? Because she has these 2 big-ass wolf dogs. And I think if you go back on my channel and look at my year in review, the last one I made, because I didn't make one in 2019, I don't think. I touch upon this trip to Spain a little bit, and I'd show videos and pictures and stuff, but she needed someone to watch her dogs, take care of her, make sure things are in order, secretary type work, like PA, okay? And the first red flag, whenever she decided that my natal alignment in my birth chart is the perfect fucking helper. Oh my God, I'm organized, and my sun sign is the 11th house. I care about the humanity, type of shit like that, blah, 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 blah. She could read it better than I could at the time, so I was taking her word for it and believing her. I mean, and now that I can look at it on my own, I'm like, okay, cool. I get what you're saying, but I'm gonna use my gifts for me, because fuck you. There was no contract or anything. No, nothing written, nothing predetermined. Basically, she just said, yo, come to Spain with me, meet me at this villa, and we'll just do the work. We're gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna run my business, you help me with the business, and you're gonna make money, okay? And I was so desperate to get out of my situation that I said, okay, all right. When? What do I need to do? How high do I need to jump? All types of shit like that. In the world around me, my friends, my family, everybody said, bro, you're fucking crazy. You're an idiot. You're insane. And I said, bro, fuck off. I know what I need to do. People are like, why are you going to Spain? And the best answer I could give them at that point was like, bro, energy work. I'm gonna go work with a coach. I'm gonna be her PA, and I'm gonna do energy work. I'm gonna help people evolve on a spiritual level and retrieve soul fragments and upgrade their DNA and all types of shit like this, guys. And this is what I mean by lost in the light. It's like you get out of your program beliefs, you start walking in the world, you find somebody brighter than you, louder than you, with more energy than you, and then you attach yourself to them because that shit's blinding as fuck. Light is information, but it's blinding as hell if you look right at it. Like, so you can't stare at the fucking sun, like type of shit like that. Correspondence. You guys should hopefully get what I'm saying. This is where discernment comes into play. Is like, a lot of the times, this is just objective, because if you come from people that you don't really want to be like and that aren't doing the things that you want to do, they will project fear on you. They will project doubt on you, and they will tell you that you're fucking stupid for doing the things that you want to do, because it's easier for them to project that belief than understand that somebody in their position can actually do it as well. It's a lot easier to cop out and then tear someone down rather than building people up. And I don't encourage you guys to accept this as a belief. Just accept this as a thought form and let it resonate and maybe meditate on it. A lot of people don't want you to succeed unless you're taking them with you, and that's a fucking fact. That's why I'm here by myself. I don't give a fuck. I'm around a bunch of strangers who can't speak my language, and I feel like I'm with my family, because I fucking am. Humanity is my family. But discernment, guys. I was lost in that bitch's light. I was like, oh my God, what can you teach me? I completely ignored the logistics and the fact that it made no fucking sense. And it was very unclear and very uncertain. And by all stretches of the imagination, looked like a fucking terrible bet. I said, fuck it. I have a lot to learn. Let me do this. And I got a lot of doubt from my environment. So I didn't even tell my family until I had made the necessary moves to do it. Until I'd gotten my passport. Until I had kind of like figured out how to put my business on standby while I traveled and got everything in order. And I remember telling my dad like a few days before, and he was like, what the fuck? And it wasn't like I asked him. I was like, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. And I'm so thankful that he supported me. Again, he did not agree with it, but he saw the determination in me and the fact that I had made my mind up already and said, look, let's compromise. You're gonna do it, so let's figure out what I can do for you and what you can do for me, how we can make this best for both of us. And I have so much gratitude for my family for helping me go there and get back, because shit got ugly, guys. So I remember helping her orchestrate this retreat before I left for Spain. And I'm really good at technology. I grew up on a computer. You guys who are millennials fucking get me, dude. So I was making margarita and pina colada. I was making the flyers for the retreat and they were beautiful as hell because I'm a graphic designer. Like Atlantean retreat, dolphins, DNA activation, karmic debt buyout, bullshit like that. I'm like, this sounds dope. I don't know what any of this shit is. Let me okay. I can't wait to do this. I was like, fuck, so I'm gonna get in this free retreat. She was charging people, I'm not gonna say it's ungodly amounts of money, but this is for no means for people who don't have a lot of disposable income. When you're an entrepreneur, you can decide what your time and energy is worth, and that's really important. And I got tired, like I'll say this again, I got tired of having other people in my job or my bosses tell me what my time was worth. So I had to say, fuck it, dude. I gotta attach myself to an entrepreneur so I can actually pick their brain. And the reason I neglected the money aspect of it and the logistics and the contract, that there was none, was I really just want to study this entrepreneur who's already doing it. I need to study them, and I need to take on their energy and their ideas so I can apply them to my business. And I did, but after a certain point, the shit did not resonate. My discernment kicked in. I said, yo, what the fuck? So I remember she had sent me these videos of this villa in Altea, Spain. Beautiful villa. Like a mansion damn near, okay? On the hills of Spain, España. And every person on the hill has a big ass pool or multiple stories in the house. So I met this girl, Tammy, in Spain late one night in the villa. And I was like, oh my God, this shit's real. Her wolf dogs were real. She was real. Holy fuck, you're a real person. Wow. So we started talking. And it was like, wow, okay. This is a long ass journey. First time out of the country, but I made it. You're a real person. Now what do we do? So it was late. We kind of hit the hay. It's a big ass house. And I tried to grab a room by myself. She asked me to sleep in her bed, which was kind of weird. Nothing happened. I don't know why she wanted me to do that. She told me she was kind of scared, even though she had 2 fucking wolf dogs with her. So I slept next to her in the bed the first night. The villa was a little creepy, I'll say that. The person who owned it was this Russian dude, definitely a hunter, and there were like taxidermied things everywhere. It was kind of creepy. But I was vibing out there. The next fucking morning, guys, my first actual day in Spain, this bitch says, man, this villa is expensive. I don't really want to pay for this. And I was like, okay, what the fuck do you mean? She's like, yeah, we need to go somewhere else. I shit you not, guys. We went to a fucking bungalow. We went from a beautiful ass villa to a bungalow campsite with like, what you guys think of a mobile home in America? Smaller than that shit, and like damn near no AC. These are big ass wolf dogs with a lot of fucking fur. It's Spain, it's hot as hell. They're shedding everywhere, they're panting. Definitely too small for them to be in the room, too hot for them to be outside. Also, they're fucking wolf dogs. They don't trust me because I haven't shown them a leader instinct type shit yet. So they're not regular dogs, and I never had a dog. So not to say I wasn't qualified to watch wolves, but I needed to learn a lot about watching wolves before I really did it. So guess who paid for the fucking bungalow? If you asked me, you're damn right. I goddamn did. And I can't remember. I can remember what she paid for, and I'll tell you, but it wasn't much, okay? So I paid for the bungalow. She had convinced me, like, hey, because I paid for the villa and type of shit like this, it's fair that you pay for the food, you pay for the taxis, and you pay for the bungalow. And I was like, okay, sure, why the fuck not? So her goddamn dogs trashed the shit. You bet your ass I didn't get my 100 euros back for the deposit. That was muy bueno. Bruh. I have this hoodie that I was wearing when I was in Spain. It has bleach all over it because we were going out and getting food or shopping or something like that. We walked back to the bungalow and the dog had fucking broken the crate. It had pissed all over her bed and shit like that. And I'm like, fuck, dude. There goes the deposit. Let me see if I can fix this. So I ended up like taking the sheets off the bed, putting them on my backpack. No, I had like soaked them in bleach, then put them in my backpack, and I was gonna go like to the laundromat and wash them. And bleach got all over my hoodie. So I like that hoodie because it's a lot of memories in it. And damn, that's a pretty bird. So after a couple days, we realized the bungalow was getting fucking annoying. It was way too hot, way too small. We had no damn space. We fucking hated it. So we're like, okay, we're gonna fucking move. So we found a pet-friendly hotel. And I had already spent like most of my money at this point. I think I had gotten my mom to send me more money, which I'm so thankful for. I'm so blessed to have resources and friends and family that I can depend on. And I just live this life of abundance. I always have, even when I didn't realize it, which is really amazing, guys. And I remember when we were checking into the hotel, I think I had paid for the taxis to get there. I could afford that. But when it was time to check in, I didn't have the fucking money to check into the hotel. And she got upset with me because I didn't have the money. Hola. Lo siento.
You want something to drink?
Pina colada, por favor. Muchas gracias, amigo. Wow. Muy bueno. What a gentleman. Where was I? Yeah, she was upset that I didn't pay. Like, very upset. And my throat chakra was too damn blocked because I used to smoke weed all the damn time and type of shit like that, where I couldn't express to her, like, bitch, I paid for damn near everything. Get fucked. Pay for something. So she did, reluctantly. She paid for it. We got a place. It was much better because it was air conditioning, and the dogs were cool. We were cool. We had a more relaxing place to work. And again, when I talk about us not having a contract, no objective way for me to get paid, no objective work for me to do apart from do whatever the fuck she says, I had myself in a fucked up position, okay? And most of the time she would be on her laptop or her phone and doing her thing, doing her work, trying to make money, and she would project energy on me a lot of the time. I'm not saying this isn't real because reality is subjective. That's what it is for you. That's your filter. That's your belief system. And she would tell me, we're not making money because of your poverty beliefs and your scarcity mindset and things of this nature. And you have a poor belief system, and you have a belief in lack, and you're blocking my abundance and type shit like that. And she's like, get the fuck away from me. Let me work. And I'm not even in her shit. I'm like trying to do my own thing. But that being said, like, I had a lot of problems too that I couldn't fix, and she wasn't helping me fix it. Like, my phone, I didn't have a SIM for it. I'm basically connected to Wi-Fi only. I have no fucking adapter to charge my laptop. I'm sitting here with nothing to fucking do besides like yoga and meditate and type shit like that. And take care of these dogs that fucking hate me and don't trust me, and clean up shit and piss like all fucking day, all the goddamn day. Which is what I signed up for, but like, I also didn't have the fucking resources to do it as effectively as I wish I could have. And in the times when I did, I don't even want to say complain, but voice my concerns, she would project, it's a sales tactic, I know this, but she's like, look, I don't care if you can't do this because I'll find someone else who can. And if I had not such a blocked throat chakra, I'd been like, bitch, good fucking luck with your dumb ass. See who else is gonna put up with your bullshit. And even though I was like 10 years younger than this girl, I felt like her goddamn babysitter, you know? I would pay for like all of our food. We'd be in like a restaurant eating, eating waffles and crepes and shit. And she's like, ooh, I want sushi. Do you want to get sushi? Yeah, I like sushi. Let's go get sushi. She'll get up and try to leave. I'm like, bitch, you know we got to pay for the food, you fucking idiot. She'd like walk across the street without even looking. And I'm like, bruh. Oh my God. Common sense, bitch. Like, come on. She'd just be like damn disrespectful to the world around her, like no care for anything. We'd be in like the supermercado and she's just grabbing bread and squishing it and just damaging food just because it's funny to her. Or like people taking pictures on the street, walk right through their pictures when it's just as easy enough to walk behind them so you don't get in their picture. And she's like, Mark, you're just a people pleaser. Like, bitch, I'm not a people pleaser. I love people. So if it's easy for me to take care of people at the expense of myself, and not even at the expense of myself, I'm damn sure gonna do it. Like, it's not hard to be a good fucking person and to not go out of your way to be an asshole. It's not fucking hard. Seriously. And I remember, so at this point, things are starting to click to me. This shit ain't that, bro. This ain't that and that ain't this. I'm learning a lot of things about how she posts on her social media and the way she does copywriting and the way she gets clients and things like this. I did learn a lot of valuable things on that end. And I want to circle back around being lost in the light, guys. She has powerful energy, okay? I can't debate that. As soon as I met her, my chakras started opening, okay? In that first night that I slept in her bed, actually, I had the most intense lucid dream I've ever fucking had. And then I started having lucid dreams like the whole time. And things were changing in my reality because of the energy I was experiencing. And again, my belief system was influencing the things I experienced, but I was experiencing new ass things. And light is information, knowledge meaning no ledge, meaning information that you can't fucking attach to the world can be dangerous. That's why you need to develop discernment, is knowing what's good for you and what's bad for you. And my spirit for the longest time said, dude, you have to do this. I promise you have to do this. Please do this. So I listened to it and I did it. And then after a point, and this was after we were at the hotel, she ended up telling me that she had lied in one of her posts. Muchas gracias, amigo. Perfecto. Muy delicioso. Bonito. Before I had left, she made a post on her Facebook. And this is one of the reasons I went in the first place. Remind you, she's Norwegian. She had been, I don't want to say bragging, but celebrating the fact that, okay, so I left for the trip around September. She had posted that she had made $800,000 since March, from March to September, 6 months, $800,000. By my math, that's about 1.6 million a year, okay? At least $1 million if you want to take like 4 months out of the year, you know? You're a millionaire, aren't you? Cool, let me learn from a millionaire. I understand that I need to listen to and attach myself to people that I want to be like if I want to be the person I want to be. That's why I went. I shit you not, guys. The first or second day in the hotel, after we leave the villa, go to the bungalow, then go to the hotel, she tells me she lied in her post. But she didn't mean to. It was just a common mistake, currency conversion. She meant to say krone, not dollars, even though she put fucking dollars in the post. She said, no, I meant, I only made 80K since March. So you mean to tell me you only made 1/10 of what you led me on to believe? Are you fucking serious? And get this, guys, 80K still is great for a server, you know? That was amazing compared to what I was making before. So I can't debate that that's valid and that's good, but it's a damn lie if you're gonna tell me you're a millionaire. A damn fucking lie, okay? And this was the part where, like, the logic started stacking up against me, guys. And it made no sense. And I wanted to believe, I tried so hard to believe, guys, that I wasn't wasting my time and I wasn't being taken advantage of. Until I started watching her call her fucking dad and her mom back in Norway and get them to send her goddamn money. And then I realized, you aren't even sustaining yourself off of your clients and your business. Your parents are sustaining you, and I'm sustaining you. What the fuck? Oh my God. Dios mío. Why the fuck? And once I came to that realization, which people had told me in many shapes and forms before, that's what it was, my emotions align with it too. When I mean the left and the right brain coming together, your logic and intuition matching up, I knew, dude, you learned what you came here to do. You got the message, okay? Get the fuck out of here. So I remember having a lot of breakdowns, dude. Like, I remember, dude. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about something I experienced before I kind of get to the quick about how I left. This is just one example of one of the things I had to deal with. Many things of this nature happened, okay? This bitch projected her belief on me a lot. She was really upset that our hotel was like, I can't remember what floor it was. It was at least the 3rd floor, maybe like the 5th floor or the 6th floor. And I remember being with her all day and just being so exhausted of being in her energy, just wanting to be by myself. So we get back to the hotel. I go out on the balcony and I'm like, oh, fuck yes, finally I can be here by myself. Like 20 seconds later, I hear the door open. I'm like, oh my God, fucking leave me alone. She sits next to me and she's just looking out at Spain with me. She goes back inside. Mark, can you come in here? Are you fucking serious? I go inside and she's like having a panic attack. She's freaking the fuck out. She's hyperventilating. And I'm like, are you okay? What's going on? She's like, Mark, I thought I was gonna jump. I thought I was gonna do it. I was gonna kill myself. I had this idea about what would happen if I jumped and I fell and I got hurt. And I'm just like, you're okay. Like, I get it. I understand. Like, you're fine. I promise you're okay. Understand. For you to even do that, you have to go through me. I damn sure I'm not gonna let you jump off this fucking building because I care about you. It's not gonna happen. I start trying to empathize with her because I'm a healer. I've gone through trauma. And I'm like, look, girl, I know how that shit feels. And I'm speaking my truth to make her feel understood. I'm like, look, dude, I've gone through suicidal tendencies. I've gone through depression. I've gone through suicide attempts. And this shit's rough. I feel you. But understand this, you're protected, you're gonna be okay, and this too shall pass. And this bitch twists her beliefs and projects some bullshit on me. And I'm already exhausted of this bitch. I wanna be by myself. So she's like, can you take a walk with me on the ground so I can ground this shit and feel okay again? I'm like, okay, fine. Because you need me, I'll be here for you. And she's trying to, like, she's thinking out loud, she's justifying all these things to herself, and she's telling me, Mark, I'm empathing off of your feelings and your programs and your belief system, and I only wanted to kill myself because you have suicidal tendencies. I'm like, bitch, I haven't been suicidal in years. I don't want to kill myself because I know who the fuck I am. I know why I'm here. I'd be damned if I kill myself. I got unfinished business to do, okay? Fucking know that. And again, I couldn't say this because I was blocked up. So I just let her talk about it, and I took it, and I took it, and I took it. And she sat there and projected on me until she get in her phone and have one of her fucking astrologer friends explain all the transits that are happening. Be like, look, dude, you're feeling like bullshit because Pluto and Saturn and all those malefic planets are pulling shit out of you, okay? And then she's like, oh God, thank you. And I remember that night for the first time, I was like, look, you try very hard to tell me what's wrong with me. You don't fucking know me. Seriously, you don't fucking know me. You just believe you know me, and you project that on me, and you don't seek to understand. I try so fucking hard to understand you because I care about the relationship we have, and you don't extend that courtesy back to me. And that scenario manifested itself a lot of times where she would try to tell me what's up with me when you don't know who I am. Try to project beliefs and make me believe something that I'm not experiencing. Be fucking careful when someone tries to do that, guys. And this is consistent with the program beliefs that you get. I don't care if you're a Christian, Muslim, or you got raised on the spiritual journey where you don't have a dogma to follow. Be careful when people try to control your belief system. Because your belief is your superpower. The people who control your beliefs are the ones you should be scared of. And not even scared of, but aware of and discerning of. Because your belief is your fucking superpower, guys. I cannot emphasize that enough, okay? That is real fucking shit. So at this point, whenever I kind of realized, look, dude, I'm wasting my money. I've learned what I could learn. I am done here. I broke down. I ended up talking to my family, and we orchestrated a plan to get me back home. And I did it. And I ended up talking to her. She was very upset with it. And she's like, what am I gonna do? I expect you to do all these things. And I'm like, you haven't paid me a fucking dime at all. I've lost a fuck ton of money here, okay? And I've done nothing but try to help you. And you haven't done a damn thing for me. I spent a whole 10 days in Spain, which really isn't a long time, but when you're in a new world by yourself with someone that you just met, it's a damn long time, guys. A lot can happen in 10 days. And she was very upset with me for going. And I had brought up the money, and then she got very offensive on the note that, if the money's so fucking important to you, Mark, how much money do you fucking want from me? And I had spent like $2,000 at least. So I was like, give me $2,000 or some shit like that. And she told me like 1,000 is fair. And I'm like, no, I've spent way too fucking much. Like, and then she's projecting her belief like, yeah, you can go back to your 9 to 5 and be average for the rest of your life, or you can, you know, be free. What do you want to do, Mark? I'm like, bitch, you're not even fucking free. You're relying on me and your family. Fuck out of here. She's like, yeah, I'll pay you the money. Give me your PayPal. I still haven't seen the money, guys. I still have not gotten paid from her. Guess what I got when I got back home? I got fucking blocked, okay? I got blocked, my family got blocked, my friends got blocked. Everybody that I know that knows her got blocked because they don't want me to talk shit on her. And again, it sounds like I'm making judgments, and perhaps I am. I'm just telling you guys my experience, and with as least bias as I can, just because this is what I've gone through. And things like this get kind of touchy whenever it comes into your belief system and spirituality, because lost in the light is a real fucking thing, dude. It's real. So you got to be careful. And we already know comparison is the thief of joy. So don't compare your journey to anybody else's. And don't get intimidated when somebody tries to sound smarter than you. Like, honestly. This bitch was telling me, I'm gonna alchemize your DNA and I'm gonna give you light codes to ascend and blah, 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 blah. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, you can say the same thing a million different ways, and there's actually ways to say this to people that make fucking sense. And this is a lesson I'm learning based on my own natal alignment with my Mercury in the 12th house. I think about things that are belief-centered and subconscious and deep a lot of the times, okay? And the way that comes out is delusional to some people, just depending on the belief system we have that differs, you know? So on the law of polarity, opposites are identical, just varying in degrees, okay? So it's been in my spiritual journey, my roadmap, my lessons to learn how to take that subconscious shit and connect it to the earth so I can make sense and give people actual wisdom from my spiritual experiences, okay? Because every one of us has a wealth of information to share, but once we start projecting our belief system and not giving each other raw information, we can get each other really fucking lost, guys, because light is information. Knowledge means no ledge. If that doesn't make sense, meditate on that for a little bit. Knowledge and wisdom are not the same thing. Knowledge is like telling your kid, don't touch the stove. Wisdom is like your kid touching the stove and knowing that shit hurts, so I better not fucking touch it. You can apply that to everything. Translate that to a lot and meditate on that, okay? Check out those Hermetic principles. And be fucking careful. And don't judge yourself too harshly, and don't judge other people when you start walking the path, because I cannot emphasize this enough. I know I've said this so many times already in this video, but the spiritual journey is inherently unique and never one size fits all. And this is what pisses me off when people say, how long have you been woke for? What the fuck do you mean woke? Explain that to me. I hope I can get enlightenment. What the fuck do you mean? What do you think enlightenment is? Lost in the light. I know I'm not supposed to say this, but a lot of y'all are fucking retarded. And I use the word retarded. If you look at other languages, it means slow. I'm not talking about mental illness or disabilities or anything. I mean, y'all, we are drowning in information and we haven't gotten the message yet. We're not using our resources correctly. We're fucking slow. It's okay. And if you have belief systems about that word and I triggered you, I am sorry, okay? But the whole reason I'm here is to pull y'all out of your comfort zone so we can keep growing. Expand your mind, free your mind, the rest will follow. 100% of the time. Beliefs are not universal. Believe things that you experience, and be very fucking careful of people who try to control your belief system. And be careful of belief systems that control your mind. Because your mind is what creates everything, guys. I'm here in Cancun for free because I created this shit mentally in 2017, okay? And I went through doubt, I went through fear, I went through hatred, I went through envy. I went through so much bad energy to get to where I am, but I stayed consistent and I kept my mentality fixated on what I want. And that's my psychic gift, Leo and Mercury, fixed fire in the realm of thoughts and mentalism, okay? It's very important that you guys understand your natal alignment so you know who you are, so you know what you're here to do, and you know what energies you're working with, okay? And again, in this book I was reading, I would definitely recommend you guys read this or get it on audio. It's called The 4-Hour Workweek. I believe the author is Tim Ferriss. Very beautiful book. He talks about the 80-20 principle. A lot of you guys are familiar with it, I'm sure, where 80% of your results are going to come from 20% of your actions in every aspect of your life. This started as an economic principle, but it translates to everything, okay? So that's the whole point of metagifts, is understand the things that you have been given by whatever you want to call it. You want to call it God, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, the universe, the all, mental, great spirit. I don't give a fuck what you call it, because words are used to encase ideas. So as soon as we start trying to describe it with words, we're already limiting what it is. Y'all know what I'm trying to talk about. Look at the shit it gave you and double down on your strengths, guys. It's a good idea to accept and mitigate your weaknesses, but you will get so much further if you just double, triple, quadruple down on your strengths and then follow the roadmap to where you're supposed to go. A lot of you guys wish there was a map for this life shit that we're all enjoying at the same time. There fucking is, guys. And that's called your natal chart, your natal alignment. I will keep talking about correspondence until we actually understand it. But when you guys are looking at the sun and the moon and Mercury and Jupiter and the stars, you're really looking at yourself. As above, so below. So within, so without. I want you guys to think about this too. You guys know we're made up of atoms, right? So in the middle of the atom, we've got the nucleus, and that's the proton and the neutron, okay? These are subatomic particles. And the electron cloud is floating around the outside, okay? The whole thing makes up one atom, all right? At least 97% of the atom is negative space, okay? I mean that. There's space inside of the space. It feels solid because a lot of other shit here is dense as fuck. So we'll run into it. We can't walk through walls yet. Not in this plane, you know? Not in this plane is what I'm trying to say. There's so much fucking space inside of you. Mathematically, if you were to take all the physical matter inside of your body, it would take up about a 500th of a cubic centimeter. I'm not shitting you guys. I'm still studying it, so I'm not going to speak too much about it because this is a mystery school, but I'm just going to show you guys this. You can check it out if you want to. A lot of beautiful information in there. With that being said, there is a world of space in between you and outside of you. When you're looking at outer space, it also is the same as outer space, and the work you do on this plane is going to affect the planes above you, vice versa. So it's all about energy. Again, words are limiting. Astrology means star language. The stars are not going to talk to you with words, they're going to talk to you with energy. So it's a good idea to understand what energies we're working with, what elements we're working with, and then go for it and do our thing, you know? So you guys can check the older videos, look at the astrology videos I've been putting out. I'm going to be putting more in the future. We're going to get really fucking deep about this spiritual science because this is the oldest and most reliable way to fucking know yourself. And that is what everybody needs to do. And you see people killing each other, hating each other, being lost as hell, and not vibing out because nobody knows who they are, what they're supposed to do, or what they want to do. So that's why I'm here, is to show you guys who you are. That's all I want. I don't want your power. I don't want you to meet me in fucking France and take care of my fucking chinchillas and give me all your money. Fuck that shit. Get a natal reading for me. Click the link in the bio and let me show you how to read your map. It's 25 bucks until my birthday. If that's too much money for you, just let me know. You can message me, we can work something out, or you can just wait for the free videos. I don't really care, guys. Money is an abundant resource. It's really not even real, guys. It's just perceived value. So as soon as you fucking give your money or your power away to this bullshit, if you were to say that, if someone says, yo, does money have power? And you say, yeah, you've already given your power away to the money. Money is powerful if you give it power. Believe that, okay? It's truly neutral. It's just energy. Whatever energies you have going through you, it's gonna amplify, okay? A lot of you guys can't get rich because you believe money is bad. You believe money is the root of all evil. You believe money corrupts. You believe power corrupts. How the fuck do you expect to get powerful or rich if you believe that shit? Think about that. Your beliefs are not in alignment with what you want. And that's real shit. A lot of you know what you want, but you still have trouble manifesting it because your beliefs, your willpower, and your actions aren't aligned. That's how we manifest everything. Busyness is the same thing as laziness. A lot of us are judged on productivity and how much we do, so we do too fucking much, and we do the shit that doesn't fucking matter. Can y'all relate? Because I damn sure can. I've been there and I did that. For other people and myself. And that's why Metagifts has transformed so many times, is because I used to focus so much on the actions that gave me no fucking results. Just because my value of myself was correlated to how much work I did, okay? Some people say work smarter, not harder. And once you work smarter, you can work as hard as you fucking want, but you will get so much further by working smart. I promise you. So I know this is a really long video. I feel like my message has gotten across. It's been about an hour. I'm gonna sign off, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're loving yourself. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Leave a like if this video taught you anything or you enjoyed it. Just listen to me talk. I love to fucking talk. It's that Leo Mercury, guys. So I do come here with a message for you. But again, I just like to speak life and speak love into you guys as well, because I care about all of you. You're my family. Even if you're not a human, you're still my fucking family, guys. Everything is energy, so therefore we're all the same, okay? They teach us in science class, but that shit doesn't register deep enough in our conscious. Like, really think about that. So I hope you guys are staying well. Regardless of where you are, if you're at home, if you are, you know, quarantine, if you're at work, if you're doing whatever, just make sure that you are investing time into you and the people around you, and you are putting more love into this world, because love is one of the strongest vibrations there is. It's not everything. And again, it comes back to being balanced and being discerning. A lot of people who walk the spiritual path and wake up and blah, 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 blah. And how long have you been woke? Dude, fucking shut up. Not everything is love and light like they might tell you to believe. I believed it for a little bit too, okay? But it's not objective, guys. It's subjective. So discernment is knowing what's good for you and knowing what's bad for you. You may think some things are inherently good, some things are inherently bad. Like I said, it's not what you're doing, it's how you're doing it, okay? So just know that, but also know that in some scenarios, it's what you're doing, you know? So align and then work. I love you guys. Subscribe, like the video if you're on Facebook. Hit me up for a natal reading, and let's talk about you. Let's figure you out, and let's work on those gifts. That's what Metagifts is all about. I love you guys so much. Buenos entonces. Buenos. Y'all feel me. I'll see you guys later.